Alrighty. I would love to do an attendance, boys and girls. When I call your name, will you please speak in the mic? You can say presente, which means present, or you can say aquí, which means here. Either of those will work. So I'll call, what happened to the screen? I actually broke the screen somehow today. Está roto, so it's broken. I must have clicked something and I wasn't paying attention. So we're not going to use that today. I have a link and that you can open on your computers instead for the lesson to read out. Yeah, so, okay, boys and girls, so don't zoom into the screen. Just maybe actually you don't even have to be sitting at this point. I just like you to be hanging out in the classroom. The screen is kind of broken and I had this problem. Yes, you can teleport away if that works. I actually had to close down my 3DU and reopen it. Try and get out of it. I know it doesn't have a zoom out, but yes, Brianna, try teleporting away or going somewhere else. So yes, so don't zoom into the screen at all. We're not going to be using that today. So is everybody able to be out of that now, or are some people still stuck in the screen?
I'm opening up 3DU again.
Okay. Great. So I'll just do a quick attendance, boys and girls. Awesome, Colton. And then you can answer in presente o aquí. Colton.
Presente.
Gracias, Colton. Logan.
Presente.
Gracias, Logan. And Wyatt.
Presente.
Awesome. Faith.
Presente.
Muchas gracias. Bailey.
Presente.
Nice. Shekinah.
Presente.
Gracias, Shekinah. Brianna.
Presente.
Bien. Zeke.
Presente.
Oh, Zeke, you are there. Awesome. Nice to have you. And Isabella. So Isabella and Callie are away today. Just our small, humble classroom. Okay, so because our screen is broken, I am going to post a link into the chat box in 3DU. And when you see it, I'd like you to please open it up and we can go along together. That's going to be our PowerPoint lesson. So just hang tight for 1 second, por favor. And I'm going to paste it in here. There we go. Please click on that, boys and girls. And we can go through it together. It's going to open up in a Google document, kind of like how your homework emails have been. Once you see it, boys and girls, please type C in the chat box so I know that you have your eyes on our lesson. Excelente. Gracias. Awesome. All right. So introduction, buenos dias. So it's our last day of the term. We're not back till January and we're going to have a nice Christmas break after this. So we're going to go over some fun things. Today I want the majority of our class to be sharing. So I'd love to share our Christmas traditions. I'd love to share our cloud boards, and then we can talk about building and our assignment, which we will do over Christmas holidays. So at first we'll be looking at a little review of the house vocabulary. It's good to know these words because you're going to be labeling your objects in your houses. And then we'll do a tour in the new year. Sharing our Christmas traditions. I have a Christmas song in Spanish that I really want to share with you, and it's using some of the vocabulary that we have been learning in Spanish class, so I think it will be very helpful for you. And then, yes, we'll go to our cloud boards at the end to finish off our term. Something I'd also like to do, oh, Brianna, hang on a second here. When you clicked open the web bar, are you able to see the lesson, Brianna? It should come up on the right-hand side. That's right. Okay, great. So the date, or la fecha, so we'll do this at the beginning of every class from now on, is talk about what day it is. So if you can read along what la fecha is. So la fecha es el 8 de diciembre. El 8 de diciembre. So that's the 8th of December. So go ahead and say that out loud. El 8 de diciembre. Awesome. So I'll get students to read out the dates in future classes, and we can practice saying them, and we'll learn numbers and months that way as well. Let's go over some vocabulario de la casa, so house vocabulary. I'd like to call on some students, and if you feel comfortable, I'd love you to speak out loud a few of the words. So let's try 2 at a time. So the first 2 vocabulary words, la puerta, and then the second one, la cocina. So could I please get Colton to say those 2 vocabulary words out loud, por favor?
I have a little bit of a cold, so my voice is kind of hoarse.
Okay, do you want to just try saying it maybe a little bit quieter then?
Okay. La puerta.
Awesome. And then what's the second one, Colton?
La cocina.
La cocina, sí, perfecto. And Wyatt, I'd love you to do the third one. It looks like there's 2 words in the third one, so just do the third one.
La sala or la sala de estar.
De estar, la sala de estar. Excelente. Yes, so what is la puerta? Go ahead and type it out, boys and girls. Let's see if you guys remember. Let's start with the la puerta. So you can go ahead and type out what la puerta is. The door. Yes, Bailey. Awesome job. What is la cocina, boys and girls? Go ahead and type out what la cocina is. The kitchen. Awesome memories. And then Wyatt has said la sala or la sala de estar. Who remembers what la sala is? So no one remembers what la sala is or la sala de estar. So that is the living room. Living room. I would love for Logan to please read out the 4th one on the list. So el baño or el cuarto de baño.
El baño or cuarto de baño.
Sí, awesome job. So el baño or cuarto. So when we see the U and the A in a word, it makes the we sound. So we can say cuarto. Cuarto de baño. Awesome. Faith, I'd love you to try the next one. El dormitorio.
El dormitorio.
Nice work. Who remembers what el dormitorio is? Who remembers? Type in the chat box if you remember. El dormitorio. The bedroom. C. Bailey, I'd love for you to read out the next one. La oficina.
La oficina.
Sí, awesome. And who remembers what la oficina is? Yes, good connection. It kind of looks like the word office, doesn't it? So it should be easier to remember than some. I would love for Shekinah to read out the next one, una silla.
Una silla.
Una silla. Who remembers what una silla is? Loopy, Wyatt says. What's a loopy? The chair, yes. A silla is a chair. All your avatars look like they're sitting nicely in the chair right now. And we'll go through these a little bit more quickly. Let's una sillón or un sofa. What is that? What's un sofa or una sillón? Yeah, it's a sofa or a couch. See, Faith, you said you can't get the homework page up. We're just looking in the PowerPoint. I did send a link. Were you able to open that link? So for some of the students, it came up in a web box on the right-hand side. If your link did not come up, you may open like a Google or a browser, a new web browser, and that's not in FreeDU, and you can just copy and then paste it into that open web tab, and then it will come up that way as well. What's un baño? What's un baño? Bathroom. See. What's un fregadero? What's un fregadero? A fridge. Or refrigerador. Or una nevero. Oh, sorry. Actually, fregadero is a sink instead. It's actually a sink. And then refrigerador or una nevera is a fridge. Boys and girls, I would love for Zeke to read out un estante. Un estante.
Un estante.
Estante. Sí. So who remembers what un estante is? Go ahead and type it out. Un estante. So we might have an elf on the shelf. See, Bailey. So un estante is a shelf. And we know televisión might be a television. So go ahead and say televisión out loud. Televisión. And then we have una computadora. You can go ahead and say that out loud as well, por favor. So that's a computer or a laptop. Who remembers what la ventana is? Who remembers what la ventana is? Any guesses? So la ventana is a window. And Colton, would you read out what the one right below la ventana is? Un libro. Un libro.
Un libro.
Un libro. Sí, awesome job. And what is un libro, boys and girls? Do you remember? Book. Good. So this is some nice review. Excelente. Boys and girls, what is una bañera? What is una bañera? So it might be a little more tricky. So bañera, it almost looks like bathroom. It almost looks like bathroom. So it's something. It's actually a bath. Bañera is a bath. And una duche, I would love for Faith to say una duche, por favor.
Una duche.
See, and does anybody remember what that is? Go ahead and type it out if you do. So, yeah, so it's a shower, Faith. Bailey, excelente. So, una bañera es a bath, or una duche is a shower. So, boys and girls, do you have a bath or a shower? Do you have una bañera Or do you have una duce? Oh, Colton has both. Lucky boy. So I only have una duce, which is nice, but a bath is so nice. Maybe you guys can have a nice bath over Christmas holidays. So relaxing. Okay, so moving on, if you guys can scroll down, those are our terms that you boys and girls are going to be using when you label your objects. So in your house, you're going to furnish and decorate, and then you're going to write and give them all little labels. And then it's important to know how to say those words as well. So make sure you're practicing that, speaking them out loud. And if you're not sure about how something sounds, go ahead and Google that word. And often it will have the translate with a little voice, like a mic picture. And if you click on that mic picture for the Spanish word, somebody will speak it, and then you can see exactly how it sounds. So that can be really helpful for you when you're practicing these. Okay? Okay, boys and girls, if you can get out your Christmas traditions, I would love for us to share some. I know we didn't get to have time last class to do that. So please get them out. You might have them in paper form. You might have them in a Word document. Either of those is fine, but I just want you to have them in front of your eyes so you're able to read them out. Okay, so let's get some volunteers. Who would like to read some out first? You can type C in the chat box if you'd like to go. Okay, so I'm going to just call and make a list of who will go. Okay, so Colton, if you could go first. That's all right. We'll have time. I will just I'll just say who's going to go first, and I'll give you guys kind of a lineup of, and then you'll know who you're going to go after. Okay, so Colton, I'd love you to go first.
Okay, tenemos Adviento cada
Oh,
noche.
Colton, my dear, can you just hang on 1 second? I'm just going to give the list of who's going to go. So Colton will go first, and then after Colton, I'd love Wyatt to go next. I'd love Brianna to go after Wyatt. I'd love Zeke to go after Brianna. I'd love Shekinah to go after Zeke. I'd love Bailey to go after Shekinah. I'd love Faith to go after Bailey. And I'd love Logan to go after Faith. Okay? And I think that's all of us there. Great. So boys and girls, when you're reading out your traditions, I encourage you to read slowly and clearly. And don't worry if you're going to not pronounce something right. I just want you to try with how we know Spanish words sound using the letters. And just reading all the letters very slowly in each of the words, trying to your best ability to pronounce. Okay, and then when you're done pronouncing the Spanish, I want you to translate it in English, or tell us in English what those traditions are. Does everybody understand that? Type in C if that sounds good. Thank you, Brianna. Gracias. Gracias, Bailey. Wyatt, Colton. Awesome. Okay, so Colton, I'd love you to read out your traditions for us, por favor.
Okay, tenemos Adviento cada noche. Tenemos unas velas y unas escrituras para leer. Cada año nosotros vamos a una granja de árboles de Navidad. Nosotros hacemos lefza con mi abuela.
Oh, that's wonderful. And your pronunciation was excelente. So very good job. Muy bien. could you please
Gracias.
tell us what that is in English? So I heard some things that is in English. So I heard some things that were very familiar with our vocabulary.
So the first one is we do Advent every night. We have candles and scriptures. I don't think that's it. I don't know.
Oh, nice work. Boys and girls, who else reads scriptures? Now, you can say, if you want to say I do or I also, you can say yo también. Yo también means I also. So, boys and girls, if you read scriptures, type in yo también. Cool. So, yeah, that's something really nice to do. Thank you. Gracias, Colton, for sharing. Let's get Wyatt, por favor. And yes, absolutely, you may share your screen. So boys and girls, if you want to go ahead and open up the Zoom so we can see what Colton is sharing. Wyatt is sharing.
So, our Christmas traditions. Our Christmas traditions. Nuestras tradiciones navideñas. We have 3 advent calendars. Tenemos 3 calendarios de Adviento. We eat Christmas pizza. Comemos pizza navideña. On Christmas Eve, we always get new pajamas and a new Christmas ornaments.
Nice.
En Nochebuena, siempre obtenemos pijamas nuevas y un nuevo adorno.
Fantastico. What awesome traditions. And thank you for sharing, Wyatt. Sounds like you are going to have a lot of fun. If you have advent calendars, you can go ahead and type in the chat box, yo también. Yo también. Yeah, so those are really fun. It's kind of a nice way to get excited and look forward to Christmas coming closer. And Brianna, your question, should you share more than one? So, you know what? Let's if you have a lot, maybe just share 2. You can just share 2, okay, boys and girls? And that's also for time, so we can get done everything we need to do today. Okay, so Brianna, if you'd like to go, por favor.
Compramos un árbol de Navidad, which means we buy a Christmas tree. And the second one is tenemos 2 reuniones familiares, which means we have 2 family gatherings.
Oh, very fun. Muy bien. Gracias. So type in the box if you have an árbol de Navidad. If you have an árbol de Navidad, you can say, yo también. So that's Christmas tree. So if you have a Christmas tree, boys and girls, please type in yo también in the chat box. Just make sure that you're back in 3DU, because I know that we went to Zoom for a minute. Gracias, Bailey. Awesome. Yeah, I thought there would be more people with Christmas trees. Not yet, hey, Brianna? Hopefully soon, though, hey? Awesome. So I'd love Zeke to share your Christmas traditions, por favor. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, they smell so nice in the house when they're real Christmas trees, don't they?
Miramos el Expreso Polar, which is we watch the Polar Express.
Sí, muy bien.
cortamos una árbol de Navidad. We cut down a Christmas tree. We
Nice.
cut a Christmas tree down. Vamos a la iglesia en Nochebuena, which is we go to church on Christmas Eve. Siempre vamos en trineo en el mismo lugar. We always go sledding in the same spot.
Oh, how fun. And is that all, Zeke?
Yes.
Okay, very nice reading as well. I love how you boys and girls are just taking your time to read out the words. That's exactly how we get really good at Spanish, is being careful with it, how we're seeing all the words. So boys and girls, we have someone that has who sleds at the same spot. So Zeke does sledding. Type in Joe Tambian if you also do sledding around Christmas time. Well, Faith, I see you wrote that you have Polar Express movie. Nice. That's a really good movie. Awesome, boys and girls. Shekinah, I'd love for you to share your Christmas traditions, por favor.
Vimos una historia de Adviento todas las noches, which means we read an Advent story every night. And then I have Nuestra abuelita viene para Navidad, which means my grandma comes over at Christmas.
Oh, very nice. Who else has family coming? Who else is going to get together with their family? Maybe you have some family out of town. Nice, Bailey. Yeah, it's exciting. I know I'm going to go see my family, who I haven't seen in about 6 months. So it's an exciting time to reconnect and have some laughs. So Faith says you don't have any place to sled. Oh, because you moved? Hopefully you can find a place to sled. Yeah, so outdoor snow fun, family fun. So there's lots of good things we're going to be doing over the holidays. It's awesome to hear. Bailey, I'd love for you to share your Christmas traditions, por favor.
Nosotros su niño el pasado y extra pronto a la árbol de Navidad en Navidad Eva. That means we sleep in the living room by the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve.
Nice. And is that the only one you're going to share, Bailey?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that sounds so much fun. So I've never done that. Who else has slept near the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve? Type in Joe Tambian if you have also done that ever in your lifetime. Oh, I wish I did too. That sounds very fun. Awesome. Gracias, Bailey. And Faith, if you'd love to share, that would be wonderful, por favor.
Okay. Obtenemos un video hablo de Navidad. Artamos San Medias. Tenemos un calendario de Advento. Leemos la Biblia el día de Navidad.
Nice.
And in English, that is, we get a real Christmas tree. We hang our stockings. We have an Advent calendar. We read the Bible on Christmas Day.
Oh, that sounds so nice. Boys and girls, who has stockings? I remember as a child, stockings were my favorite. So exciting to open them up. So if you have stockings, you can type in Joe Tambian, which means I also. Awesome, Brianna. Awesome, Bailey. Awesome, Colton. Yeah, so those are really exciting. Nice job. Thank you so much, Faith. Muchas gracias. And our last but not least, we have Logan.
Nosotras tradiciones familiares. Nos acomodamos y por la mañana nos departimos y abrimos regalos. Después de abrir los regalos, comemos pizza de Navidad. Después de eso, nos dirigimos a la casa de la abuela y el abuelo caer y les traemos regalos. Nos cuidamos allí todo el día y a la hora de la cena tenemos una cena de pavo, which means we go to bed and in the morning we wake up and open gifts. After opening the gifts, we eat Christmas pizza. After that, we go to the house of Grandma and Grandpa Kyer and bring gifts. We stay there all day, and at dinner time, we have a turkey dinner.
Wow, that sounds like so much fun. Muchas gracias. Thank you for writing so much. That sounds amazing, guys. I'm really excited that you all get to do those kinds of things for Christmas. So when I was growing up, we didn't have a Christmas tree. We had a nativity, and I think I told you that too. So that was something that I really looked forward to, having our nativity that my mom had made from scratch up. And she made little dolls, and she used real hay and wood to make the stable. So that was something I looked forward to. And then Colton and Faith say eggnog, and that is a delicious Christmassy treat, isn't it? Shekinah, I will send you the class link, absolutely. Just going to paste it into the chat box here, and you should be able to open it. Let me know if you can't. Yeah, eggnog is so good. I don't know if it's actually made of eggs or huevos, but it is a delicious sweet treat. Boys and girls, there's a Christmas song that's next on our list, but before we do the song and the cloud boards, I just want to quickly go over the homework for over Christmas holidays, just in case we run out of time. So this is what we will be doing. So we're not back until, I believe, January 5th. So it's the first Friday of January. So you have a lot of time. So I wanted you to have a little project while you're at your homes. So if you want to go ahead and scroll down past the Christmas song, we'll look over the holiday homework. So by now, I hope you've all chosen your house. And if you haven't chosen a house, remember it's on the outside of the Spanish world. So there's a road around the outside of Spanish world, or Mundo Mañana. And you were asked to put a sign on it to claim it as your own. So I hope all of you had the chance to make a sign with your name in it outside of the house. If you feel like you missed something or you weren't able to do that successfully, after today's class, I will be answering questions and we can go and talk about that and see what you need to do still. But for the homework, this is your job. So you have your house now, you have your sign outside your house. You are going to furnish, decorate, and then label your items in your house. So it's going to be your house. You're gonna decorate it with whatever you want. And then when you put your objects in your house, I want you to have a little label. So that's going to be by putting a sign beside it and then writing in the Spanish word of what it is. So whether it's la puerta, which is a door, or la ventana. Yeah,
Mrs. Dawson,
go ahead.
so to label your items, do you just put in the description what it is in Spanish?
For the description, let me just check here. Yeah, so the description will be where you're going to write your label. Yes, that's right. So whatever you want set in your sign will go in the description part. After you've right-clicked on your object, that box will come up, and then it should label itself. If it doesn't label itself, let me know. I'm actually going to check with Mr. Miller on labeling and get back to you in an email just in case, because I haven't tried to label an object yet. But I will let you know exactly how to do that as soon as I find out from Mr. Miller, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So it shouldn't be too difficult. So in your house, you're going to need at least 15 items. Now, this can be a door or a window that might already be in your house, but you're actually going to go and move objects and find objects and bring them into your house. Yes, we definitely are going to go to the cloud boards today too. I'm just going to go over the homework. Now, I'm also wanting to take you to the object yard, which is somewhere we haven't been in 3DU, and that's where you'll have a whole bunch of objects to choose from. And basically what you need to do is find an object. When you find an object in the object yard, we're going to copy its model name and find out what its model name is. And then basically we're going to go back to your house with that model name. And then once we're in our house, I know it might be a little bit confusing at this point, but once we're in our house, we're going to find an object to open. And then we're going to change that model name to be like the model name of the object that you found. So I'd like to we'll do that at the end of the class today too, just so you understand what to do. But that's how we're going to bring objects into our class, or into your houses, sorry. So when you're furnishing and decorating, practice saying the names of your house items out loud as you go, because in January, I'd love for us to give tours of our houses. And we're not going to do that till about the second week of January, so you have lots of time. And then it says you should be finished decorating and labeling your house by our second class in term 2. Okay, so by January 12th, and you might want to write that on your calendar to remember, I want you to have your houses completely furnished and labeled and ready to tour. Okay? And we can continue scrolling down. That is your main job. And then, of course, over holidays, I do want you to be practicing the Spanish you've learned. So at least 30 minutes a week. I didn't write that in there, but 30 minutes a week, try and practice and review all of the Spanish that we have learned so far. So you might want to look at your class notes, flashcards, Quizlet and Duolingo are awesome. Or you can actually try new sets of new words in Quizlet or Duolingo if you feel like you have mastered the terminology that we have already learned. Yes, Colton?
When I make stuff, it usually spawns like in the ground.
Pardon me?
When I build stuff, it usually appears in the ground.
Oh, okay.
And then when I take it up, it's off the ground.
Colton, do you have NCAR on your list of contacts to Telegram and ask?
No.
Okay, you have his email though, right? I think I gave that to you last week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, so would you please ask him about that? Because I also had that problem one time, and he was able to help me with that.
Okay. Because right now my couch is actually in the ground.
Okay, so he might have the answer to that. So if you want to go ahead and email him after this class and explain to him what's going on and what you can do, that would be perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome. And so, yes, so you're going to label, decorate, and furnish your house with 15 items. And then you're going to continue practicing and reviewing your Spanish. So that's your Christmas holidays job, boys and girls. Does anybody have any questions about the homework so far? Type in C in the chat box if it's all good. Good, awesome. Okay, good to hear. If there are no questions, let's scroll up to that Christmas song link in the page that we have here. And you're going to want to copy it. You're going to want to highlight it actually and then copy. So you can highlight it and then right click and click copy. And then you're going to want to paste it into a new web browser. And that's going to open up a song in something we call SafeShare. It's kind of like YouTube, but it's safe. And let that load up, boys and girls. And we are going to play the song together. So if it opens
I'm
up.
sorry, what are we doing?
Oh, okay, sorry. In the homework or in the page, the PowerPoint that we have for the lesson,
Yeah.
there is a link to a song. And I want you to highlight and copy that link. And then after that,
Okay.
I want you to paste it in a new web browser. And it's going to open up a song. Now, if everybody could please make sure that their mics are turned off. Oh, you have to install something to copy
I'm
it.
not sure how to do that.
Oh.
I highlighted it.
Oh, that's interesting that it doesn't work. Was anybody else successfully able to get it? Okay. Oh, you were. Okay. Yeah, so because not everybody can, let's skip this. This is going to be something that you'll listen to at home. Okay? So don't worry about this. You can go ahead and close that off. We're going to move on to cloudboards because I wasn't sure. I wanted everybody to be able to hear it. But it's Silent Night in Spanish. And it has the words in English and in Spanish in the video. So I'll send that to you in an email after this. And it has a lot of terminology. So when you're listening to the song later, I want you to think about all the words that you know and point them out. I know that we have the word lose in there. So I've typed that in the chat box. Lose. Who remembers what that means? It's a Christmas word. Lose is light. And then we also have estrella. So words like that. So when you hear the words in the song, I want you to be able to recognize them, all the Christmas terms that we have learned. Okay, boys and girls? All right, so let's finally share our cloud boards, which I know some of you have been very hopeful and patient and anxious and excited to share these. Boys and girls, you should have cloud boards saved as a teleport. Please stand up out of your chairs, and you can stand up out of your chair by clicking the detached mover button, which is the pink box on the bottom of your screen, and I will meet you at the cloud boards. Please stand by your cloud board. Awesome. Actually, you know what? Instead of standing by the cloud board, let's change that up a little bit. Let's come over to Bailey's on the right-hand side here, and we can just do a little walk, kind of like almost like a museum. We can walk together to each cloud board, and then whoever it is, they can read it out for us. And then after you read it out for us in Spanish, would you please also tell us what it means in English? All right, great. Awesome job. Everybody's over by Bailey's. So Bailey, you're going to be the first one to read out your cloud board. So nice and loud and clear.
Hola, me llamo Bailey. Tengo 10 años. Soy una niña. Me gusta rosa. No me gusta naranja.
Awesome job. So me gusta rosa. Me gusta rosa. So And can you tell us what that means in English, por favor?
My favorite color is pink.
Or could you start from the top about, just tell us what it all means in English?
Okay. Hi, my name is Bailey. I am 10 years old. I am a girl. My favorite color is pink, and I don't like orange.
Sí, awesome job. Muchas gracias. So orange, some people really don't like orange, and some colors or shades of orange aren't really that pretty, but I love seeing some things that are orange, like flowers, etc. Muchas gracias, Bailey. Brianna, if you could read out your cloud board.
Hola, me llamo Brianna. Tengo 14 años. Me gusta azul porque es tranquilo. No me gusta marrón.
Sí, fantastico. And if you could read out in English, that'd be awesome.
It means, hello, my name is Brianna. I am 14 years old. I like blue because it is tranquil. I do not like brown.
Ooh, blue is a nice color. That's probably one of my favorite colors too. Yo también. So awesome pronunciation. Thanks, Brianna. Faith, if you'd like to go, por favor.
Hola, me llamo Faye, tengo 10 años, me gusta morado.
Sí, excelente. And boys and girls, please remember when we say me, we say me instead of me, because E in Spanish makes the E sound. Nice. And if you could read it out in English.
Hello, I am Faith. I am 10 years old. My favorite color is purple.
Great job. Gran trabajo. Ooh, purple is nice too. I really enjoy that color. All right, let's move on. It looks like we're going to have a blank board here, but let's go to the next one that has writing on it. And whoever's name, I will let you guys read to decide who goes next. So go ahead and see whose that is, and then so Logan, that one's yours. Want to go ahead? Oh, you can't find Zoom. Sometimes it disappears on the desktop strangely. I know. Try and see if you can click some buttons, Logan, and oops. And you know what? I have just left 3D YouTube by accident. I clicked the wrong button, so I'm just going to load it up again.
Hola, me llamo Logan. Tengo 11 años. Me gusta rojo. No me gusta amarillo.
Awesome job. Thanks, Logan.
Which means hi, I'm Logan. I am 11 years old. I like red. I don't like yellow.
Nice. Gran trabajo. Great job, Logan. Thank you. So red is your favorite color, and then yellow. That's interesting, hey? All right, so whoever is next, now my 3D UI, I'm just loading it back up, so you guys just go ahead and just continue on with your reading. So whoever is next.
Hola, me llamo Shekinah. Tengo 12 años. Me gusta verde. Mis animales favoritos son tortugas y caballos.
Wow, gracias. And what's that in English, Shekinah?
Hi, my name is Shekinah. I am 12 years old. I like green. My favorite animals are turtles and horses.
Wonderful. Oh, that's so great. You were able to put your animals in there as well. Great job. Gracias. And who is next? So please make sure if you are not speaking at the moment, please make sure that you mute your mic, just so we don't have any noise in the background.
Hola, me llamo Wyatt. Tengo 10 años. Mi gusta naranja, no mi gusta verde.
Gracias. Me gusta. Me gusta. Can you say
Me gusta en años.
We have a little bit of feedback there.
I don't have any volume.
So you still there, Wyatt?
Sorry. It means, hello, my name is Wyatt. I am 10 years old. My favorite color is orange, and I don't like green.
Nice. Gracias. So Wyatt, can you say me gusta?
Me gusta.
Me gusta. Sí, excelente. Thank you so much for sharing. Wyatt.
The word is weird.
So boys and girls, please mute your mics in Zoom if you are not talking. There we go. That's better. There was a little bit of loud feedback, and that's why I ask everybody just to mute their mics unless they're the ones speaking. Okay. And so who is next? Go ahead, Zeke.
Hola, me llamo Zeke. Tengo 11 años. Me gusta azul.
Excelente. And what's that in English, Zeke?
Hi, my name is Zeke. I am 11 years old. My favorite color is blue.
Awesome job. Azul is such a beautiful color. I love blue. Thank you so much, Zeke. And Colton, you can go ahead when you're ready.
Hola, me llamo Colton. Tengo 11 años. Me gusta rojo.
What's that in English, Colton?
Hello, my name is Colton. I am 11 years old. My favorite color is red.
Me gusta rojo. Awesome. I like red too. It's a very fun color. So we have Benjamin's. Now Benjamin is no longer in our class. He was busy doing lots of other courses, so he's going to focus on those instead. But let's. Who would like to read out Ben's as a little challenge? Type in the chat box if you would like to read out Ben's and try and translate it. Okay, Zeke, go ahead. So Ben's is, where is Ben's? There it is, Benjamin, it says. I think it's the third one on the right. Now, just make sure, I think Colton, are you standing really close? Or there's one student standing really close. If you could just back up a little bit. Back up and don't stand too close to the board because then we can't see over your avatar. Gracias. That's Wyatt. Awesome. Okay, so Zeke's going to go ahead and read Benjamin's, por favor. It is the third one from the left, Zeke. The third one from the left. So it looks like we have some other students around, so we can just try and overlook what they're saying right now.
Okay. Hola, me llamo Ben. Tengo 10 años. Tengo 10 años. Me gusta agua, which is, hi, my name is Ben. 10 years, I am 10 years old, only they spelled 10 wrong. My favorite color is aqua, which is similar to blue.
Yeah, or like a turquoise. Awesome job. Very well done. So, and hola, me llamo. So whenever we see that word me, it's actually me. So I noticed that some of you say me, but make sure you're saying me llamo. So Zeke, can you say me llamo?
Me llamo.
D. Awesome job. And I believe Callie is away today, so we're just going to, looks like that's it. All right. So nice work, guys. We're going to add some more to our cloud boards in the new year, and we'll definitely do something with them. So that's the end of our class, boys and girls. Would somebody like to volunteer to pray for us today as we close our last day of the term? Okay, so let's pray. And we can stop what we're doing. We can close our eyes because it might be a little bit distracting with the chat box right now. And Faith will lead us in prayer. Gracias, Faith.
Dear Jesus, thank you for this day. Keep us all safe and help us to have a great day, and help us to learn more Spanish every day, and help us not to have trouble, and keep us all safe. In Jesus' name, amen.
If you agree, type amen in the chat box. And I am going to say felicidades. So congratulations, boys and girls. You have all successfully completed the term of Spanish, the first term. So we're not back together until January. So I hope you guys have such a Feliz Navidad. So I hope you have such a Merry Christmas and that you have so much fun and that you had a really happy time. Jesus loves you. And Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. You boys and girls are free to go. De nada. Thank you, boys and girls. You're awesome. Thank you for being such great students. I can hang out in here if you have questions about building or the homework. I'll hang out for about 10 or 15 minutes on 3DU. I am going to close down the Zoom chat, so you won't be able to hear me anymore, but I'm going to chat with you in the 3DU chat box if you have questions. Feliz Navidad. You're very welcome. See you soon. Yes, see you in January. Have a great Christmas.